I'm Sarah Kushner.
And I'm Molly Cohen, and you're watching NSLC Today. For our first story, we have Elena Betancourt covering how the passion of journalists overcomes the danger they may face in this era.
Good morning. I'm Elena Betancourt, and I'm here at American University School of Communications to gather some insight about how some aspiring journalists feel about the importance of their career regarding the dangerous circumstances. Were you aware of the risks when you decided to pursue a career in this industry?
Of course I did. Everyone knows the risks. We're weird. There's only three types of people that don't run away from disaster, and that's first responders, soldiers, and journalists.
What were your first thoughts regarding the Annapolis shooting?
I looked at my phone and I just saw like a single notification from Reuters saying there's a shooting at an Annapolis newspaper, updates to come, and I was like, whoa.
I was mad. I was very mad because, more than anything, local news is one of the most thankless jobs in the world.
Have the recent occurrences made you second-guess your career choice?
Not one bit. If anything, it tightened my desire, my passion to pursue that line of work.
Taking into consideration the dangers in this industry, what advice do you have for aspiring journalists?
Whatever you're going to pursue, and especially journalism, don't be traumatized or trapped by fear.
Don't let anyone tell you what you can or cannot do. A lot of trials and difficulties will come as a journalist, but it's important to stay strong and to use your journalism family as kind of like your support system.
And don't let anybody, discourage you in any way. If there's threats, if it's something that is, something fearful, there's a reason behind it. There's a reason why people don't want you to do it. And so that should be an inspiring moment to be like, okay, I'm pursuing something that is worthwhile.
Without people like us who are not afraid to ask the questions and to follow the stories and to report on evil people with darkness in their hearts, I'll take a bullet for that. Anyone would.
From what was just seen, it doesn't matter how dangerous or risky your career choice is. As long as you love it and you're truly passionate about it, it will definitely be worth the risk. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Elena, for that story. It shows that no matter the challenge journalists face, their passion drives them to continue to get the truth and deliver it to the public. Our hearts go out to all those impacted in the Annapolis shooting.
For the next story, we're heading over to Lucas Smith at the Katzen Art Center, where the American University Museum is set to receive 9,000 pieces of artwork from the now-closed Corcoran Gallery.
Hi, I'm Lucas Smith, and I'm here today at the Katzen Art Center to talk with Mr. Jack Rasmussen, the director and curator here. We're here to talk about how he's about to receive 9,000 pieces from the Corcoran Gallery. The Corcoran Gallery, notably called the Center of the Art World in Washington by Mr. Rasmussen, experienced financial difficulties for years before it was announced in February of 2014 that the Corcoran was to be taken over by the National Gallery of Art and George Washington University. In the 4 years since, large collections of the artwork have been distributed to museums and galleries all across D.C., including 9,000 pieces to the American University Museum at the Katzen Art Center. The Katzen Art Center houses all the visual and performing arts programs at American University, but it is also home to the American University Museum, the region's largest university facility for exhibiting art. Mr. Rasmussen, who has been the curator and director of the AU Museum and the Katzen Art Center since their inception in 2005, first became associated with American University when he received his MFA from the school in 1973. We sat down with Jack Rasmussen in the Alper Initiative for Washington Art, a space for DC artists and art lovers to come together and mingle, created 2 years ago. The Alper Initiative is currently home to an exhibition that features the works of members of the Washington Women's Art Center from 1975 to 1985. Let's find out what Mr. Rasmussen has to say about the incoming works from the Corcoran collection.
The Corcoran was the center. It was the #1 employer of artists. It was the most important art school, and any opening at the Corcoran, everybody would be there. We are taking a large portion of the Corcoran collection to create the Corcoran Legacy collection. 9,000 works it's hard to comprehend. Just physically, each object is a big deal in itself. It's a lot to digest. It's kind of like, a snake swallowing a Volkswagen bus or something,
Don't forget to stop by the museum at the Katzen Art Center to check out their new exhibit, where they'll be rotating their 9,000 pieces from the Corcoran.
Thank you, Lucas, for that exciting story. 9,000 pieces sure is a lot of art. If you haven't been yet, make sure you head on down to the Katzen Art Center at American University to see some really beautiful pieces of art.
Here at American University, there are many green spaces available for students all over campus. Michael Doty recently went out to seek more information on how AU is committed to the eco-friendly movement by implementing different and innovative measures.
Hello everybody, my name is Michael Doty and I am here with my camera crew at the amphitheater here in American University, surrounded by all of this nature. Speaking of nature, I'm here with Mr. Paul Davis, where he's going to talk about the importance of green roofs and rain gardens.
I'm a landscape architect.
How does rain gardens and green roofs differ from regular gardens?
A rooftop garden, a roof garden, is a garden that's located on the structure of a roof. A rain garden filters water from a site before it goes into a storm drain.
Explain to us how a rain garden will help the problems with runoff.
A rain garden, before it goes into the drainage pipe and goes into the system of our drains, it goes into a garden.
Why should not only Americans, but people all over the world have green roofs?
We have a tremendous problem in the world with climate change.
And how can people at home or anywhere help with this environment that we are living in right now?
Well, anybody can do their part by implement sustainable practices. Green roofs, rain gardens, bee colonies. Anything you can do to reduce runoff is a benefit.
Thank you for your time, Mr.
No problem,
Davis.
no problem. It was nice to meet you guys.
Hopefully all of us can help with this dire project.
Thank you, Michael, for sharing such an interesting story with us. Students interested in learning more about rain gardens or green roofs can find infographics located next to several gardens spread across the campus.
For our next story, we will be covering the National Student Leadership Conference and meet with students about their experience here at NSLC. For more information, we head to Jackson McGann for the latest.
Hi, I'm Jackson McGann, and I'm here with the Broadcast Journalism program at NSLC. Today I'm going to be interviewing a couple students in the Communications program. Stay tuned.
How would you describe the interactions you've had with the people here at NSLC and the overall experience thus far?
People I can even connect with more, and a very diverse group of people, so I feel more at home here.
Here we are now with Assistant On-Site Director Heston Lawler. Could you please tell us your role and what it entails, along with the role of leadership in the program?
It's my job to create the Psych and Neuro program, in which the students come and attend for 9 days. We go on various field trips such as the APA, NIH, FDA, as well as having a comprehensive curriculum of academic activities. We always try and relate everything back to a leadership concept, like challenge course, back to conflict resolution, or myself as a leader in different aspects. So AU is actually our largest campus with NSLC. We offer 8 programs at once, which is awesome. So I would love to see us keep growing. You know, we could always add a business program or environmental science program. So I would love for the AU campuses to keep growing and expanding its reach.
Hey guys, we're back here where we started, and we just wanted to thank you all for tuning in. I'd like to thank the students that we interviewed today and getting their insight on their time and experiences at NSLC, how they have been impacted the most, and what leadership means to them. Back to the studio with Molly and Sarah.
Thank you, Jackson, for that story. It's good to know that this amazing program is progressing and also expanding around the country, and how this program changes the lives of students and sets them up for success. I'm Sarah Kushner.
And I'm Molly Cohen.
Thank you for watching NSLC Today.